morning, everybody. Welcome on in. I appreciate you being here. All right, this is the second episode of the Unoptimized weekly show where I talk about my favorite articles and most important articles that I think that have graced World of Warcraft. This content is for people who don't have much time to watch my content through the week and want to just get the main big things. Now, the biggest thing, obviously, War Within Early Access is now out. It came live on Thursday night. This is coming out Saturday morning. Now, obviously, the normal people will be going live on Monday. So if you just get ready for that, guys. So let's get right into the news, okay, guys? Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you. So I want to talk about the free t-shirt day, the micro holiday. Okay, so with micro holidays, right, it only lasts for a day. It's like Pirate Day, stuff like that. Now, I did everything I had to do last year, so I didn't really do anything this year. I actually forgot about it. And honestly, one of two things, that's why I want to talk about this. It kind of starts the conversation of, why do we have micro holidays that they don't really advertise? I wish they had a system where there was a town herald, hey, welcome, there's this news, right? Yeah, it's on the calendar, but I wish it was an in-game pop-up hey, this micro holiday is tomorrow or is today, just to give us an advertisement. Because thankfully I did everything last year, but I would have missed it. I would have been very sad. All right. Also, guys, I'm sorry. I have a new lighting system. Do we like it? I don't know. I don't like it. I'm not sure if I like it. Okay. So, but yeah, micro holidays. I wish we had an in-game system where we're boom, boom, hey, there's a micro holiday. But yeah, by the way, guys, you missed t-shirt micro holiday. The next article here, the new class animations for Dracthyr. Okay. So we got kind of a sneak peek. There was a WoWcast video talking about all the things coming inside of War Within, and on the Warband screen there was a Dracthyr with 2 giant battle axes. Now, obviously, right now Evokers can't have that, so that means that they were kind of hinting at Dracthyr eventually having multiple classes associated with the race. Now, we have now seen animation previews of every single class for Dracthyr. That doesn't mean that all the Dracthyr will have the different classes associated with them, like Death Knight or why am I forgetting? Demon Hunter. Gee whiz, I don't know why I forgot about that name. Obviously it won't happen, but everything else looks pretty good. Maybe not Paladins, you can make a case for that there. But yeah, guys, we're not going to be seeing this, though, for probably maybe a 0.5 patch or a 0.1 patch. I think it's going to be an 11.1. It could be late as 11.2, but it's definitely coming from War Within, though, so the question is, guys, what kind of Dracthyr are you going to be making? I think I'll make a Dracthyr warrior, because why not? They also talk about another article that I want to talk about today. That's a very important article. Is the WoWcast developer chat, and they talk about the new era of storytelling inside of World of Warcraft. Now, this is a new expansion, and it's a new type of way they're telling the story. This is a World Soul Saga. The story is going to be taking place within 3 expansions. The War Within is starting it. The Midnight is going to be the peak of it. And then the Last Titan is going to be wrapping it up. And we actually have another interview, too. I believe it was with Chris Metzen or someone else, saying that Xal'atath will not be a 1 expansion enemy. Xal'atath will be through this whole World Soul Saga, which is good. We need a good villain that is throughout the whole expansion and after it, right? We've always just had villain either gets introduced, the expansion before, right, at that expansion, and dies at the end of it or in the middle of it, right? So, we're entering a new era of storytelling for Blizzard. We're telling a huge story within 3 expansions, no longer being isolated. I know that there's some secondary and small storylines that continue on, but I'm talking about the big boys, the big cojones, the big missions, okay? So this is a new era of storytelling. We're entering uncharted territory, and I played the campaign inside of the War Within. I can say it is excellent. I'm not going to spoil anything, but it's excellent, and I can't wait for more. So, keep going, Kings. That's what I say. All right, guys. We also talk about the SteelSeries promotion and how you can get some mounts and some pets. Now, obviously, this stuff right here is going to be like mouses, headsets, keyboards, the things you put on your the key, I don't know, the keycap, I just remember the name. Now they're pretty expensive, but it's really cool. They're branded with World of Warcraft, nice black and gold looking. It's pretty awesome. Now, it comes out with some 2 new mounts that have been in the game for a while but haven't been used, and a new pet. But it has a mount that's reoccurring. But, again, guys, I know I'm not a big fan of exclusive items coming back, but this exclusive item was from the shop originally. It was never accessible inside of the game. It was through the shop. So I'm fine with that. It's a shop item. It was around $30 like a normal mount, and now it's like $150 because you get it with the mouse or the keyboard or whatever piece it's tied to. But yeah, basically to get all 3 mounts and 1 pet, you're gonna have to be spending out close to $1,000. There's a lot of good stuff in here. But yeah, new promotion again. I might not be getting stuff because I have some good some stuff at home here. But guys, Mob Remix, Gonzo. It's done, okay, guys? Mob Remix is officially retired, but there's a glimmer of hope in the future. They were talking about how the weapons weren't an arsenal, they weren't, accessible through the bronze store, and the developers defended that reason for being, there's always has to be some sort of small grind inside of it, because, you can grind for the bronze and get the ensembles and the arsenals, and that's fine, but, the RNG, you need some RNG aspects, and I sort of agree with them. But they also say that Mop Remix, just like Time Walking, will eventually return. Now, the question is, I'm assuming they meant that Mists of Pandaria Remix would return, but is it just going to be Mists of Pandaria Remix, or is there going to be other remixes? Now, if that's the case, then if there's like a Lich King remix, or a Warlords remix, or a BFA remix, when are they going to release it? At the end of the expansion like they did with Mists of Pandaria Remix? Or are they going to release it more in like a there's always a remix going on? I don't really know. I mean, eventually, Time Walking, there's going to be so many expansions to Time Walk that there might be one every week. So it really depends on what's going to be happening. Obviously, they confirmed Mists of Pandaria Remix is coming back in some form, some remix form. So that's great. I love remix. I think it's a fantastic system. And hopefully they see some small improvements here and there. But the question is, what kind of remix are we looking at? Same, it would kind of be lame if it was the same thing, or could be something different. We got another article here. Got 2 more here. Got the note cards. Cloth drops are now only for tailors. All right, so guys, in like Dragonflight and every other expansion, you can pick up cloth and sell it on the auction house. Gee whiz, I just had a speech impediment there. Now, with the previous thing, tailors could do that too, but they always had to compete with other people, right? So tailors had it kind of bad. They had to go and compete with everyone just getting cloth and just selling it to the market. So that would reduce the price, and really it wasn't really a great way to make money. But now only tailors can pick up cloth. That means that if you're in the War Within and you're a tailor, you can now pick up cloth. Any other professions are unable to get it. So now tailors don't have to compete with everyone else. They just have to compete with other tailors. So now the prices will be up, obviously. They'll be a little bit more expensive for us to buy, but it will be better for them to make money, get more people into the tailoring profession, which will eventually lower prices a bit on the other end of it too. So I think this is a great idea. I think, again, just clears up some bag space for us general people that's not into tailoring, because eventually, sometimes I accidentally vendor them, okay? But what do you guys think of this change? I think it's a great change. Again, tailors had it bad. They had to compete not only with tailors, but all the other professions. I mean, even if you didn't have any professions, you still could get up on that hustle and fight against them inside the auction house. And then the last article that I want to cover for today is they had an article of why you should play Delves. They're like, hey guys, why should you play Delves? Is Delves just a cool thing that you shouldn't do? No, it's actually a great thing to do because you can get a lot of good gear. So this article talks about, from Delve 1 to Delve 11. Now, right now in early access, you can only do Delve 3 just so you don't go too far, but you can get the 571 base item level. So this is really good. I think that's the best way to grind out content right now in early access. Now, obviously, as early access comes off, you'll have more access to more things. So, but Delves are another part of the endgame ecosystem that you guys need to play. So Mythic Plus and Rating, obviously the old ecosystem, but now we have Delves. Delves eventually will be giving out end of heroic raid gear. It won't go into Mythic, so obviously Delves can only bring you so far, but if you don't like Mythic Pluses, if you don't do Mythic Pluses or even Raid, you can still have some good gear at the end of it. So it's a great way to do it, and you definitely should do delves. They're a lot of fun. I did find one delve, though, inside of War Within that is complete garbage, and the mechanics in there is just super frustrating. Maybe it's because I did play it at 3 a.m. Maybe I was super tired. I might go back in and give it a review when I'm all rested up. But I think it was not that good. But again, I did 4 other delves last night, and they were all enjoyable. And so only 1 out of 5 where it was unenjoyable. So I think obviously there'll be some times where it's not enjoyable. But definitely do the delves, guys. At least try them. The quest line does bring you through them. It's a lot of fun. And you can play at lower difficulty, medium difficulty, or higher difficulty. You can pace it yourself. But guys, that's going to be it for the weekly review, kind of where I cover all of the important things that I think of. Now, did I miss anything? Hey, Unoptimized Fool, link in the comments, be like, hey, this article that they posted was a very important thing you missed. I try to just pick the ones that I find the most important. Obviously, if you're a rogue main and you found a rogue article, obviously that's more important to you than me as an arms warrior, right? But that's why I try to be a little more general and also kind of like personalized too here. But guys, thanks for watching. This is the second episode. We are going to have some changes. As you saw, the article title was going to be on the bottom of the screen, somewhere on the screen. I forget where I'm going to put it. But I'm changing this every week. Next week, I'm hoping to have a better microphone because I want to do this outside eventually. You know, get some air. You know, get a tan. No more pasty me. But guys, thanks for hanging out with me. Unoptimized Fool here. Enjoy it. I'm in here in the closet, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.